Once we had decided to attend the Flesh and Blood World Championship 2022, we asked ourselves, what, if anything, significant or memorable could we contribute to this once-in-a-lifetime event? Looking for an adequate way to celebrate the great coming together and commemorate the recent 3-year anniversary, we remembered Pro Tour Lille. The box opening collab was great fun. If not at Worlds, when and where should we open another Crucible of War 1st Edition box? However, the idea of a simple repetition did not sit well with us. After 3 years of trials and tribulations, maybe it would be a better idea to make a journey back in time and open one box of each set. And to make it real special and create memories by sharing memories, invite good company to join the openings and share the walk down memory lane, and even do some good along the way. We decided that this was the way to go. Contacts were made, feedback was given, dates were set. And then, coming together in San Jose, the time had come to open the boxes on site. Of each box, cards were chosen to be amplified in worth by special signature and to be finally auctioned off for a good cause. The story of this journey is told by this series of videos. The story of a journey back in time, remembering the past, celebrating the present, en route to a plentiful future. White Rabbit Community Game Store presents a Memories Creating Memories production. A Journey Back in Time box opening series.
I'm Prugel, very gentle.
I think we've been doing okay.
I'm still in San Francisco. Probably would have picked on the pack one.
I do love the bar.
That got me very excited.
Go on then, yeah. Another really big card.
Recorded on site in San Jose, California.
This is all it is right here.
We opened yesterday. The journey I've had with this set.
During the World Championship 2022 weekend.
Also, I'm surprised by the number of brute foils.
Community members from all around the world joined to open one box each set.
Oh.
Key card for like an OT case.
Just rolling when you were behind.
And he brings them over.
Quite a lot.
Maybe I'll go through
Oh,
this.
Nice.
And pick cards to be signed and auctioned off for a good cause. Sharing and creating memories in flesh and blood. Hello and welcome to our journey back in time. This is Heiner from White Rabbit Community Game Store. Thanks for tuning in. Reaching the midway point of our journey, the tales of Aria have been told once more, in this instance by UK's own Hamish from Push the Point. In tune with the set and reflecting on his own journeys, Hamish added a triplet of Earth, Lightning and Ice cards to the raffle pool. A Tome of Harvest, a Rainbow Foil Channel Lake Frigid, and a Cold Foil Pulse of Volthaven. While the ultimate big hit is still kind of a miss, the pooled cards have started to tell yet another story, that of their own, and ain't that beautiful all by itself. As we continue to open a box of one of the first 4 sets in Flesh and Blood, we arrive in May 2021. Darkness, the canvas of the universe. Light, the brushstroke of creation. A forbidden power hungers to eclipse existence, wiping the canvas clean. The soul of Wraith stands resolute, a ray of hope to the artisans of civilization. It's time for Monarch. So far we've met with content creators, players, business owners, commentators, tournament organizers and community caretakers joining us to open the boxes, all representing main pillars of the FAB community. While this is a great representation we are very proud of, our next co-hosts bring completely new perspectives to the table, and quite special ones for that matter. The creation of the game itself, and the art visualizing the world of Wraith for us all, both aspects as outstanding as remarkable in the TCG world as they can get. This box of Monarch First is opened by 2 friends and LSS members, renowned artist and assistant art director of the Monarch set, MJ Fetesio, and LSS creative writer and website coordinator, Nicola Price, both, as it seems to me, involved and engaged by heart, mind and soul in many more aspects of the game than reflected by these short job titles. We feel extremely blessed and lucky that MJ and Nicola agreed to do this box opening in San Jose. In fact, it felt more than appropriate to create as much room as possible for both of them, which is why in the next few minutes you will see a lot less of me and as much of them as possible. Also, looking at the in real life date. Merry Christmas. We wish you and yours all the best and a healthy and prosperous year 2023.
Hello and welcome to a new episode of White Rabbit TV. We are at the Flesh and Blood Worlds in San Jose in November 2022. I'm very happy to have two guests here next to me. And that's it from me. It's you ladies, please.
Thank you. So, do you want to kind of like open one pack?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I'll open it.
Okay. Now, you did box art for this.
No, I directed it along with Robbie.
That's right, this was the one that you didn't do.
Yes. Okay, that's good. I made it.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Rip away.
First pack goes to you.
It's been a while since I saw the Monarch box, so I'm just like admiring its beauty again. Yeah. Okay. Light or dark, Nikki?
I'll have to go with Shadow.
Of course.
Naturally.
Ooh.
Gosh,
I'm gonna go for light.
Feels appropriate that we start with Shane. Which, Carolina Alvarado just won the cosplay contest last night with her chain cosplay. Currently, Matthew Folks, the Pro Tour Lille champion, is walking around in it.
Really?
Yes.
This brings back so many memories,
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Foil is Overload, which was when you got Second Enlightenment.
Dreamweavers.
Yes.
Dreamweavers.
Oh gosh, I remember the discussions about the name from this. I think we actually had a little bit of difficulty trying to fit the title. I think this might be the Flesh and Blood card at the moment that has like the longest title, just in terms of character count.
Yes.
It's probably one of the most extra card names I think we have.
It's great though. I love it.
Oh, and there's our first Majestic almost immediately. Guardian of the Shadow Realm. I remember the debates about this name as well.
Art is amazing.
It really is.
So detailed.
I remember being really, really excited for this set to finally debut, partially because it was, we had Welcome to Wraith, Arcane Rising, and Crucible of War leading up to this, and each of those kind of showcased the world of Wraith in general and sort of built the mood for the game, revealed each of the regions, established it, but Monarch was the first time that we put any kind of focus on regions, and especially because Arcane, each set was kind of important to developing the overall story of Flesh and Blood. Welcome to Wraith introduced the general mood, the classes, the concept of heroes, and it also showcased 4 of the core regions, which kind of served as a good sort of introduction, a good sampler of kind of the themes of the game, because you've got Solana, you're a very classic fantasy setting. You've got the Savage Lands, which is more is fantasy. Also, I'd say also very classic fantasy as well. Then you have Mysteria, which is quite a diversion from your classic fantasy tropes. And then Metrics, Steampunk. Which wasn't until Arcane Rising. It was Aria, which is another classic fantasy setting. But then moving into Monarch and being able to really showcase Solana and Monastery, and the fact that they are
light and dark against each other.
Yeah,
It's classic,
like,
but
basically all of the 8 regions mirror one another. You have like the peers that will mirror one another, like Metrics and the Pits being one really, really good example, but then you also have Solana and Monastery, and Solana and Monastery are kind of the most interesting example of that because they have such opposing themes. Sort of order and chaos, light and shadow, and this was also the set that introduced talents for the first time, which, James has spoken at length about the development of the game and how you had Welcome to Wraith build the foundations, and then you had Arcane Rising introduce arcane damage,
and Monarch to take it up a notch for people who love to play. It's great.
So it was very exciting, and designing each of the heroes, working on them, on their stories, was also really, really interesting for that reason. Working on the heralds was
It's my card.
oh yeah, there she is, and you even got the foil version.
Yeah. So many people are looking for these today. I got one. Yeah.
You want to talk about your experience doing your first piece of like card art for Flesh and Blood, having like mostly worked on concept art before then and the borders?
Yeah,
and,
it
like,
was definitely new. I'm not very into the illustrations, but I'm just getting into it and I'm learning, and I might actually do more in the future. I'm just not used to sitting down through an artwork from start to finish, you know. Like, I'm so used to doing really quick concepts, moving on after another. Yeah, so I have a lot to learn, and Sam's there with me, so I can ask him a lot of questions, annoy him, you know. I hope he doesn't mind.
Foil Majestic Phantasmaclasm, which is my
They're majestic.
Yeah, I know.
You're stealing everything, Nikki.
I know. I'm good like that. No, Phantasmaclasm is honestly, I think, my favorite named card from the entire set. It's so satisfying.
Where's my tokens? Oh, I didn't divide the tokens. Okay. This. I hope someday we have all the artists in one event.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Are we including like every artist that has ever created work for Flesh and Blood?
Yes, I would love that. Carlos, he deserves so much.
He really does, actually.
He works so hard. He's all the way from Chile, just down, but unfortunately he can't make it. But someday we'll meet him. He deserves so much credit. Hi, Carlos. If he's watching.
Okay, no, I have to talk about this card because I remember working on the heralds was honestly my favorite part of the development process for Monarch. Robbie and I had this massive discussion about the 8 sectors of Solana and the 8 heralds and how they would kind of represent different ideals within Solana. And Herald of Ravages was the outlier of the themes of the heralds. And when we were developing them, we actually tried to draw on mythology and on mythological figures, particularly for the names of the heralds as well. So Herald of Ravages. There's a piece of lore on the website that talks about it, I believe, but the Herald of Ravages is named Sekem, and she's actually named after Sekhmet, the Egyptian goddess of war, who is a lioness. And this herald is kind of a little bit the outlier because the rest have a very clear relationship to things that Solana holds important. Like you have the Herald of Enlightenment, which don't really need any additional explanation there. The Herald of Ravages kind of tried to draw on the protectiveness of a mother lion. And yeah, this is honestly, I was so excited when I saw the card art that came back for this. Like, it's just, all of the heralds have the most amazing art. And I think it's really cool that each of them has such a clear theme despite having very different art styles.
I got my first Majestic, by the way.
Oh, nice! Dimensional crossroads.
Finally. The tide's turning from dark to light, and then we're about to switch.
Switch on the next pack.
Okay.
You can do.
I'll go dark from here.
Okay.
I love this armor, by the way.
The art for that one is stunning.
I wish this was a Majestic or over. Like, I love it. I'm gonna see this.
I love this card too, Adrenaline Rush. It's so fun. I think it's the first time that we kind of showed a character from the Savage Lands who
isn't a brute.
Right?
Yeah.
Who isn't a brute and isn't someone who is exploring the Savage Lands either. Which,
That's right.
in terms of the Savage Lands, literally just means attacked. Prismatic Shield. I love this art too, actually. I thought this really came out really nicely. And I love the color scheme.
Your round 8 pairings have gone up
Yes.
and are going up to pairings for shortly. Again, battle hardened pairings are available.
I got Lumina Ascension on my dark pack.
Nice!
The dark side has its perks, and it's a light card. Pretty funny that way. You never know. Okay.
So, in terms of the development process, because you're included, you're involved in a lot of the concepting for heroes and sort of working with the artists, who was your favorite hero to work on this set?
Monarch.
Yeah.
I have to say Prism.
Yeah. I wish I could give a different answer as well, but Prism's fun.
Yes.
Also, she gave a lot of opportunity to showcase Solana as well, and because of her connection to the library
Yeah.
and the heralds.
Yes.
Plus, I love the way her hero design came out.
I
She's
can't wait
gorgeous.
for that Weta production statue.
Oh, the statue is amazing.
The reveal is really exciting. I wish I can get one myself, maybe someday.
I know that we're not going to, but I'd love to. I'm sure James will probably get one, right? So I hope he brings it into the office so we can at least just sort of look at it and admire it. And
Yes.
then be sad that we can't take one home.
It's okay. At least we can see it.
This is true.
Prism.
Battle hardened competitors, if you are still making your way to your seats, please raise your hand high so a judge may assist.
I also
Welcome to round 8. You have 35 minutes. You may begin.
I also love that with Prism, people have been making builds that feature literally as many tomes as they can fit in to fit the whole librarian theme. I think that that's great. Some of the deck building in the community is really fun to see.
Yeah. I got 2 halves. I should put it right here.
Oh, wow. Oh, you got foil Eclipse Existence as well.
Yeah. Oh, that's yours.
It's fine. Though I do have to say, actually, as much as I love Prism, I think my favorite hero story to work on... actually, I think it's probably a tie between Levire and Prism, actually.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes you just
The concepts
wanna...
as well. I think they're also a tie for me for concept.
Yeah?
Concepting their looks, yes.
Yeah. Levire is
I do love Levire.
Yeah. Sometimes you just want to go a little bit feral, right?
Yeah.
Also, next to Viserai, she's one of the heroes that has the biggest visual difference between, like, her transformation from young to adult hero.
That's true. Ooh, yes, another majestic. We should play after this.
Yeah, with all like copious amounts of spare time.
I took your light.
How dare you?
I'm so sorry.
Shocking, truly.
Hey, I'm just helping you out, you know?
Oh, I remember with Illuminate, when the art for that was discovered, everyone was so certain that she was going to be a hero, and I remember seeing like all these theories online talking about like, oh, you know, we're getting this or we're getting this, or like she's definitely a hero. And then they found out that she was on a common card, and everyone was completely mystified. And then there was, I think at one point there was a couple of people who were trying to petition to make her a hero in future sets, and there have been theories that she will be a hero in a future set. Like, just seeing the community's response to new cards is always so great.
Mm-hmm. Crack Bubble. I need Sam to sign this for me. So, gonna save that here.
There are 2 packs. Yeah. Oh, there's 3 packs left. Okay. I think you've been going through yours a little bit faster than mine. Mostly because I get distracted talking.
I like how these came out. Because we had concepts of having the light and dark in one packet, but this really beats like all the concepts, I feel. Yeah. Especially when they actually turn out like left and right from the box.
Honestly, I think they're my second favorite pack design, just because the way that they look and the foil is so nice. Though my favorite pack design is always going to be the packs for Everfest. Partially because of the actual way that they look, but also partially because between the aesthetic of them and then also the fact that they're paper, it kind of feels like you're handling tickets. Which...
It was meant to be designed from tickets. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. It really does feel like you're just like opening your ticket to the Everfest, which is great.
It's your card.
Oh yeah, I remember working on these. This was so fun. For the 3 cards that Eleanor worked on, we always I'm gonna wait until this is talking. I remember working.
Just wait. Sealed event for the Welcome to Raid Alpha Draft. Your top 8 standings have been posted.
I remember working with...
If you have made the top 8, please make your way up to the red side of that stage.
I remember working... Oh my god.
For Casey Glass. Casey, you are in the room, but please make your way up to the red side of that stage. Once again, Casey Glass, if you are in the room, please make your way up to the red side of that stage.
Okay. I remember working on this set of 3 cards with Eleanor and supplying the stories because we really wanted them to have that very not in the flesh and blood sense, but the very fabled feel of these stories that have sort of passed down through multiple iterations. And seeing the concept art that came back for these was stunning. She did such an amazing job. Yeah. I think they're probably among my favorite cards in Flesh and Blood just because I love her art style.
I love
so much. It's
like a mural.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
And the textures
that
she uses for the golds.
Oh, it's so good. And I love all 3 of them. And when they're next to one another as well, they look like they're telling some kind of larger story, which is exactly what we were hoping for. And there were sort of these little short pieces that were given to her just to sort of help set the tone.
Yeah.
So that they would look like they depicted a story. And she did such a great job. I love them so much.
Yeah.
So, last pack. What do you think is going to be in it?
Fable.
Don't set that kind of expectation. Though, actually, I think my favorite card to work on ever was... Because when I was working as a creative writer for the company, I didn't get to work on many cards directly, but the Great Library of Solana is definitely sort of the card that I always hold very near and dear to my heart. Like working on that and being able to...
And you got a print of it from Federico.
I did! I bought a print while I was here, and Federico signed it for me. He's absolutely lovely. But working on that was so exciting and so fun, and to be able to showcase such an important part of Solana was incredible. Plus all the little details that he added in that piece as well. He did such an amazing job.
Prism running in the background,
Prism running in the background, yeah.
In a hurry, as per usual. That's good. I like how you're nicely sorting them. And I sorted them based from the artists we have here. I'm like, I might get these signed.
It's habit because, especially opening Welcome to Wraith, because that was the first time I'd opened an entire box of trading cards before.
Yeah.
And I very quickly realized that there was a reason people sort them, because otherwise you get to the end of opening multiple boxes and you can't find anything. Okay, well I have to put Phantasmaclasm up for the raffle. I love this piece of art already, just because the visual of kind of all of these stories and these creatures coming to life as an illusion to fight back an army is fantastic. But also because it just looks so nice in foil. I think it's probably the best card I pulled as well.
So 2 cards for James, did you say?
As many as you'd like.
Okay. James would definitely love this. Lumina Ascension. He plays Bolton, so I'll put it out there. Right here. And maybe Seek Enlightenment.
Yeah.
You can also choose to sign them or do sketches on them. It's all completely your choice.
Cool.
You pulled the foil version of your card, right?
Definitely Eclipse of Gluten 60s. Yes. Oh yes, true.
You could sign that.
Definitely. Okay, I have 2. One foil. Okay. Yes. Okay, for James.
I think I'll include Prismatic Shield
And this.
as well. I am.
Are those okay? For James? That's a lot. Sorry, James.
I feel like there's a definite theme
I love this card.
to the cards that we're including. Also, I'm surprised by the number of brute foils that I picked in this.
Dark Side.
Oh, okay. No, so these are my 3. the illusionist theme was not intentional, but yeah, I have to include Herald of Ravages because I love this card so much. It's so special to me. It's great. So these are the three that I'm including for the raffle. Yeah, definitely.
I'll choose 4, just for James.
Thanks for being a part of this.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
On our next episode.
All right.
I will make a short introduction, which is superfluous.
Yes.
Right. Hello and welcome to a new episode of White Rabbit TV. Many Flesh and Blood players asked the question, how is it to do a video together with Brian, the professor from Tolarian Community College?
I think you should.
It appears to be a pleasure, at least so far.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for inviting me to be a part of this.
You're really welcome. It's an honor to have you here.
The honor is all mine.
Did you enjoy the weekend so far?
So it's just getting started, but already it's an enormous crowd. All these people playing Flesh and Blood. It's wild and just an electricity in the air of just joy and excitement. I love it. I love it. Oh, you wanted me to sign it?
Sure.
Oh.
Sure, go ahead.
Are you sure?
If you would like to sign it.
Oh, I thought you said you... Oh, I don't...
Please.
Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I thought you said you wanted me to sign it.
If we've got a double signed, like by you and by James, it's gonna be even better for auctioning it off.
Okay.
Episode 6. Crucible of War with a Professor. January 5th, 2023.